Alright guys, what's going on? Unfortunately the audio for this video is entirely unusable, so I'm just going to do a overdub of it and see what we get. So, this is the game Insurgency. It is probably one of my favorite tactical shooter games out there. I play in lieu of things like Arma, because honestly, don't get me wrong, I love Arma, the entire series, but it's too nitty gritty realistic for me sometimes. I just, want to have fun, so I play Insurgency. Currently this game I'm playing with a good friend of mine, and you'll hear me prattle on to him every once in a while. There's the first death of Manny. Yeah, I have no claim to be good at this game. So every once in a while I check the kit selector to see if there's anything else opened up. Take a poke around. Machine gunner for a bit. And see how well that does. The main reason, besides being just fun, that I play Insurgency is, well, it's simple. There's not a whole lot of mechanic behind it compared to things like Arma, which are more hyper-realistic shooters. So it's easier to get into the battle, and, well, it's just, well, yeah, easier. The other main point is it plays being that I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it is still based off of Source Engine, though they may have moved on to their own. There was a Half-Life 2 modification called Insurgency Mod. That was very fun, but this is a standalone. I digress. It plays a lot like Counter-Strike and Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which I love, so that just adds points. See here that hip firing a RPK is less than effective, and getting stuck on a fence is detrimental to your lifespan. Well, I made it out unscathed with that. And here, and make it out okay. It never fails. If you throw enough lead downrange, you will eventually hit where you're shooting at, one way or another. But it's a struggle sometimes, and I get into panics, and sometimes it's horrible. I mean, at this point I'm panicking and sweaty and shaky, can hardly think, but I make it out of the situation okay. For the time being. You'll see in just a moment. Start taking fire again, take a hit, and I'm down. Great. Spectate people for a bit. And watch people get wrecked. And for some reason on this server there's a bit of frame lag for spectating. I don't know. It's weird. This is situations that I hate. This guy's derping around and then gets dropped by his teammate for no reason. It's sad fact of life. People are shitty sometimes.
Seriously.
And it just happens. Typically, I don't play PvP with Insurgency. I typically play co-op with friends, and it's great fun. My buddy Sean wanted to play some co-op, so, not co-op, sorry, PvP, so here we are. Vague attempts at being tactical, and horrible, interesting lines of fire, which is a bad idea. If you see somebody shooting, don't step in front of them until you hear it like that. Also, don't shoot when there's people walking in front of you. That's bad. Somebody taking horrible pot shots at me with a pistol and gets dropped as a result. I get lucky sometimes, what can I say? This is a real bad push and shove, tug of war type situation, and it's just awful. I feel like we were on the losing side for the majority of this fight, but, well, you'll see.
Hi, Victor.
Yeah, see, there's my friend calling out to me. Same building.
This is what's left. We are out of reinforcements.
And we are out of reinforcements.
Alright, you stay here. I'm gonna go get A, okay, bud?
Unfortunately, my audio doesn't get recorded in this, and I don't remember what I was saying. So, try and make this as entertaining as I possibly can. In the meantime,
Bravo. Bravo is ours.
There's John messaging me something. Somebody crying for help. And then I get dropped. Rip in pieces. I think that was making sure my friend was still connected to the server. He was not. Yeah, that message was him informing me that there's a less laggy server around. I believe. Or perhaps, I don't know. No, that comes later. Oh, that happens after the recording, I believe. Yeah, there's talking about the weird frame lag going on. Which, I don't know, I had really good ping.
Victor, meet me on Delta.
I had really good ping on this,
Thanks.
on this server. I just don't know what was up with that lag. And things are going horribly for us. And then wait for it. Wait for it. Boing. Nope, that wasn't it. There need to be a cock tease there. Too fat, can't vault the whole fence.
We've just secured Charlie. We just blew up Alpha.
Me, a coward. Preposterous. Okay. Sorry, I'm prattling on. Got to work on that. I apologize. So, just not any good sightlines at this position. They're all bunkered up around the front of this building.
Where's our backup? I thought we had more men.
And we're doing better now, but we're still not fantastic. And this is, for some reason, I'm not quite potted up, and I get dropped. Snipers. What can you say? I think about going sapper here, but I don't want to leave my friend to a different squad. And incidentally, I end up going sniper, but I pick up my favorite weapon for that class, which is the SKS. I personally own an SKS, and I love them as firearms. They're just sturdy, fun to shoot, and just, there's not a lot that you can do to them that will hurt them. But that's a discussion for another time. I very rarely ever take a sniping role with the SKS, and even in games like Battlefield 3, which I don't know if the newer Battlefields have the SKS. I don't own them, but in Battlefield 3 I play recon with the SKS as an assaulter, and it's weird, but it happens. But here we are with the victory, and not bad.
Aloha, snack bar.
Yes, there's my friend Sean, prattling on again.
We need to capture the objectives and protect their own weapon cache for supplies. Try to destroy their weapon cache to weaken them.
Yes. Waiting for the
Is everybody ready?
game to start. Prattling on about Mr. Chinaman there, and weird frame lag. I have no idea what's going on. See,
Is anyone else getting bizarre lag?
I've got ping there, and my friend Sean is commenting on it there. And just trying to find a good spot, mixing out a bit, going through the archway instead of the back alleyway, and heading off to the right side of the map, which I've been neglecting for the majority of this video. And I find out that that's glass and I can't slide through it. Also, at this point I just discovered that you could slide when you're sprinting, so that's fantastic for me. And looking at nothing. Fantastic. I look back at these videos and I realize that in attempts of in attempts of being tactical, I end up looking stupid, and there will be a lot of that in the future.
They're taking Charlie.
I'm gradually sneaking along here.
We're taking Bravo now.
I keep thinking that there's going to be somebody shooting at my friends over here, but there never is. This area is typically pretty unpopulated until I get through this archway here, or doorway rather. Somebody there, and they were expecting me. Rip in pieces. Alright, take a look at the classes again, see if there's anything that I want, but there's not. Check out the FAL. I love the FAL, don't get me wrong. But there are few situations where I will prefer it over, say, an SKS. It's a fantastic full caliber rifle. I love the FAL. But
Hey Eric, do you see anybody?
it's hard to control sometimes. The recoil is high. Unless you have a foregrip, you're not going to be doing much with automatic fire. So it's best to just use it as a marksman carbine or something. Or a light machine gun. That also works too. And I get dropped instantly once I get on the open. These snipers are just menacing.
We are down to our last man. Do not allow our brothers to
But,
invade.
yeah,
Hey, I'm loading.
I do what I can with the FAL, which is not a lot. It's just not a gun that I'm very good at in this game. In other mediums, I do fairly well with it, but for some reason in Insurgency, it just feels weird. I can't really explain it very well. And with the bipod and a non-magnifying scope, it just doesn't work out. I guess I was just experimenting with loadouts, and I found one that really didn't work. So there's that. I do apologize for any lack of quality here with my recording. I am operating with a Walmart headset microphone, which is not the best, but until I can afford a proper desk mic to record from, this is what I've got. There's not much I can do about it.
We've taken Charlie.
Good
work, we destroyed Alpha.
I think that it'll work out in the end. Now here I'm trying out a different class. This is incidentally another one of my favorite guns. This is the MP40, which is a great submachine gun. It has its issues, but it's an overall fantastic, incredibly fun gun. The spreads for shit on it, but what can you say? It's the same mindset of the Uzi, which is putting a lot of lead downrange really fast. Granted, the MP40 does not have the most fantastic fire rate. It gets the job done. See, single stack magazines are a pain to deal with, but Dropping some smoke, giving my allies some cover, and flanking around to the side. I hate when people run in front of my sidelines, but what can you do? People will be people. Here I'm trying to get a good flank on the enemy.
I'm reloading.
It's just, they're never where I think I'm expecting them to be. But what can you say? It's the way people are. Where you need them to be, they never are, and where you think they're not, they always are. It's just an eventuality of first-person shooters. Situations like this, I really dislike, because you're in danger from every angle. But I end up making it through okay, and flanking around to their, well, flank, I guess. It's a situation like this also where I get real fidgety. I can't really focus on the spot, but it allows me to get shots off like that where I managed to do some good. So that's it for this video. Like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever. Bye.
We're all living in America.